March 2020, the beginning of everything has changed for us. Happy, because we will be given 2 weeks off, but gradually, it becomes flatness and sadness. In fact, it wasn't 2 weeks, but it had been almost a year that we had only been alone at home to take care of each other. All of this is because of pandemic. It is called Corona, or what is commonly called COVID-19. Vaccines are the most awaited thing, but will it be a blessing or a threat?
Infections in Wuhan province of China in December 2019 is threatening to emerge as the next pandemic. At current count, over 40,000 cases and 600 deaths have been reported in China and over 300 cases in 25 other countries. Unofficial modeling studies by a number of institutions claim infections of over 150,000. The alarming speed of transmission is in part because the virus spreads through the air and by touch. Using the power of 3D medical animation, this video covers what is a pandemic, how this coronavirus is spreading, how
Dua warga Indonesia yang positif terinfeksi virus corona disebut telah melakukan kontak dengan warga negara Jepang, dan warga Jepang ini kini tengah menjalani proses karantina di Malaysia. Berikut ini adalah timeline perjalanan bagaimana warga Jepang dan juga 2 warga negara Indonesia yang positif corona ini kemudian bertemu hingga akhirnya tertular virus corona. Kita akan lihat bersama, ini dia. Ini dikutip dari Malaysia Mail, Direktur Jenderal Kesehatan Kementerian Kesehatan Malaysia, Datuk Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah, menyebutkan bahwa warga
Yeah, it's really nice to be at home for 2 weeks off. I can do whatever I want, sleep all day, and relax at home. Okay. Nice, bro. Nice. Is it true it's only 2 weeks? Although a little bit, but hopefully it's true, so there won't be more victims. Oh, please, God. How long will I be like this? I really don't know what to do right now. I couldn't leave the house either. By the way, how are Citra, Putri, and Nova? Let me try to chat them. Oh, a call? Okay. I started.
By the way, guys, it's already 2021 and they say there is already a vaccine. Do you believe it?
Yeah, I'm really scared because as long as I know, there are many victims because of this vaccine.
Yes, me too, especially since there are many types, so it doesn't matter which one is effective or not.
Why do I even want to be vaccinated? So that the coronavirus will disappear quickly.
I cannot believe it at all because I want the corona to disappear, but I'm also afraid to hear the impact of the vaccines. For information, in Indonesia use Sinovac vaccine and some people have been already injected.
What if we find out more about the Sinovac vaccine so that we can understand more? Okay, first of all, I want to explain you about the Sinovac vaccine in general. CoronaVac is a COVID-19 vaccine developed by the Chinese biopharmaceutical company Sinovac. Phase 3 clinical trial began in the middle of 2020 in Brazil, Chile, Indonesia, and Turkey. CoronaVac is an inactivated virus vaccine, a more traditional technology shared by the BBIBP Core-V and BBV152, other inactivated virus vaccine for COVID-19 in phase 3 trials. The vaccine will be used in conjunction with our immune system, so if exposed, it will be prepared to fight the virus. One existing vaccine is CoronaVac, which has been produced by the Beijing-based private company Sinovac. The vaccine works by instructing our immune system to produce antibodies against the SARS-CoV-2 or the coronavirus.
About the evaluation, I have three main points. First, about the efficacy of the vaccine. Head of the Food and Drug Supervisory Agency or BPOM, Penny K. Lukito, said the efficacy of the Sinovac vaccine that was tested in a clinic in Bandung was 95.3%. Penny explained, in evaluating the efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccine, BPOM used monitoring data from clinical trials in Indonesia and considered the result of clinical trials in Brazil and Turkey. Second, about the procedure. Penny said the coronavirus shows the ability to form antibodies in the body in killing or neutralizing viruses or immunogenicity. In the phase 3 clinical trial in Bandung, immunogenicity data showed good results. At 14 days after injection with a positive zero result, or the ability of the vaccine to form antibodies by 99.74%. Then, at 3 months after injection, the zero positive result was 99.23%. This shows that up to 3 months, the number of subjects who have antibodies is still high, namely 99.23%, he said. Okay, third, about control. Head of Food and Drug Supervisory Agency or BPOM, Penny K. Lukito, said that the BPOM is also supervising the quality of the Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine, so that it is not damaged when it reaches the destination. The storage facility is consistently stable in cold storage, with a temperature of 2 until 8 degrees Celsius for Sinovac. It is monitored by BPOM, said Penny in an online press conference monitored from Jakarta on Friday. The Sinovac vaccine will continue to be monitored for its benefits, safety, and side effects. People who get vaccinated can report complaints, which will then be forwarded to BPOM.
We have received a recommendation from the WHO that an efficacy value above 50% is acceptable, said Wiku some time ago. Wiku is spokesperson for the COVID-19 handling Task Force Wiku Adhisa Smito. Meanwhile, Griffith University Australia epidemiologist Diki Budiman conveyed that the final result of the efficacy of the coronavac vaccine produced by Sinovac in Brazil of 50.4% had no effect on the efficacy of the vaccine in Indonesia, so the public didn't have to worry. Chairman of the Indonesian Technical Advisory Group on Immunization, Sri Rezeki Asadinegoro conveyed the advantages and disadvantages of Sinovac vaccine, which is currently used being in the COVID-19 vaccination program in the country. Then, what about the Sinovac vaccine? Sri said the Sinovac vaccine uses an inactivated virus or a dead COVID-19, so the advantage is that it won't cause disease. Meanwhile, Sri said the shortcomings or ugliness of the Sinovac vaccine is that because it uses a dead virus, chemicals are added to stimulate antibodies. From the news that I found on Google, I think this vaccine is not too dangerous because this vaccine has advantage that it will not cause disease, and this vaccine also has an efficacy level that exceeds the WHO standards with 63.3% efficacy. Penny went on to describe some of the side effects of the Sinovac vaccine that were discovered during clinical trials. According to data obtained from clinical trials, the vaccine only caused mild to moderate side effects. The COVID coronavac vaccine is safe with mild to moderate side effects, namely local side effect in the form of pain, irritation, swelling, and systemic side effect in the form of muscle pain, fatigue, and fever, said Penny in an online press conference quoted from the TikTok. The final trial result for the experimental coronavac vaccine developed by China Sinovac Biotech Ltd in Brazil showed 78% effectiveness against COVID-19. So, here, after I read several articles about this vaccine, I give an assessment or rate for this vaccine, which is 9.
Evaluation summation. The COVID-19 pandemic has demanded the scientists to find a vaccine to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Apart from the urgency to stop the pandemic, health experts around the world are also competing to find an effective vaccine quickly. The coronavac vaccine is made by a Chinese company. Its name is Sinovac. This vaccine is one of the 10 fastest vaccine candidates entering the third phase of clinical trials. This vaccine is also used by Indonesian government and it made by an inactive virus. The side effects from the result of the phase 3 clinical trial of the Sinovac vaccine in Bandung were only mild, moderate, and local in nature, while the frequency was only 0.1 until 1% in degree. However, the vaccine, which is also declared safe by the Food and Drug Supervisory Agency or BPOM, but this vaccine still has its advantage and disadvantage. This vaccine has a certification from Emergency Use of Authorization or EUA and has been certified as halal from the Indonesian Ulama Council or MUI. But this vaccine is not so immunogenic, so its vaccine must be injected more than once. but the price is cheaper than other vaccine and easier to distribute because it doesn't require expensive storage facilities. Thank you.
Okay, that's all of our presentation. And at last but not least, we will present you a song that may be relatable with our situation right now. Hope you enjoy it.
The best in my having doomed it mostly in my bedroom, lonely, waiting for a normal life, but I can see a green light till the vaccine. I heard we got a new strain just when things were okay. Now we're back in a lockdown. I'm waiting for a good day, but summer's so far away. By then we better be out. I used to see my friends every weekend and never worry about keeping distance. I miss when there was no virus. Got to cover my face so that I'm safe. Always stay away, don't want a case. I miss when there was no virus.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. Keep safe and stay healthy. See you next time.